When you envision your perfect self in your head, what do you see? Do you see the person you are today? Or do you see someone much better? Maybe you're richer, maybe you're better looking, maybe you're super shredded, massively muscly, dead fit, you know. You could be running marathons, you could be eating healthy food. This image in your mind probably is a better version of yourself. And reaching that version of yourself starts with discipline. If you implement small things on a daily basis, discipline can be strengthened in your mind. Envision it like a muscle. You can work out that muscle. So say if you set your alarm in the morning, alarm goes off, bang, straight out of bed. That's discipline. That's working on your discipline muscle in your mind. You have control of your mind. Those limiting self-talk is almost your unconscious mind telling you the easy route, the safe route, you know, the comfortable. Oh, let's stay in bed. I saw on a podcast that it's good to sleep, so I'm just gonna go back to sleep for 45 minutes. No, don't do that. That is the opposite of discipline. You're letting yourself down. So what is discipline, and where does it come from? Discipline is a mind frame. It's a mindset. It's control of your mind, control of your thoughts. It's a top-down control. So discipline has a big effect on how you focus. So discipline, as we know it, is basically forcing yourself to do something that you might not want to do, and possibly doing it on repeat when you might not want to. So the sheer act of using discipline to do things that you know you should do but you don't really want to do, this increases focus in your mind. So discipline equals focus. That is so strong. So if you're trying to upskill your learning or do your taxes or whatever it might be, having the discipline to do it when you've set that goal for a specific day or time is going to increase your focus. So you will achieve that particular task better than you might do when you enjoy doing something or just do it unconsciously. So that is massive. That is so important. Discipline doesn't have to rule your life, but it does create freedom within your life. Because say it's Friday night now, you're writing a list of things you want to accomplish at the weekend. You want your future self to achieve these goals. And you might be met with your unconscious mind or your negative self-talk on Saturday morning saying, oh, don't bother getting out of bed for that run. You can do it later. No, you won't. You need to stay disciplined and achieve those things that you've set at particular times, because then if you get up and do that run and then maybe do the dishes like you planned, once they are done, you then have your time free. So discipline creates freedom within your life. And going back to the self-image, starting with a small, little, easy to achieve daily target will work the muscle, the discipline muscle in your mind. Build that mindset so strong that it becomes habit. So I've been making my bed every morning for about 4 years now. It might sound stupid, but the amount of times my negative self-talk has told me, oh, it doesn't matter this morning, I'll do it in a bit. Oh, it doesn't matter that it's all scrumpled up and a mess. It does matter, because if you skip those days, then you might do a couple more days of making your bed, and then you might skip 2 or 3 days, and then before you know it, you've slipped out of the habit and you're not doing it anymore. That's all because of the discipline. If you continue with the discipline, it then leads to basically your behavior, and then it becomes habit. So through the discipline, you're creating new behaviors and new habits, becoming a little bit closer every day to that image of that person you have in your mind, who you're becoming. When you discipline yourself, i.e. doing the task that you set in the past, your present self does the task that your past self set, that releases dopamine. So you feel good that you've just achieved something. And because you're feeling this dopamine, I mean, it might only be a small release, but it is a release of endorphins in your body. This creates a good feeling. So your body's feeling good, your mind feeling good, and it's just that feedback loop repeating. So being disciplined in your life is actually creating a better life for you in more than one way. It's creating a positive mind frame. Your physiology is pumped up, you're feeling good, and you've also achieved the task that you set for yourself. So that's 3 things out of just one small discipline that you set, or task that you set for yourself. It's so important. People misunderstand the importance of discipline and how it can affect your life. If you slip out of your routine of discipline, it can easily spiral down to not achieving your goals, not feeling good in yourself, having negative thoughts. It's all connected. Discipline can have negative effects, because if you discipline everything in your life and bang, 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 and you're setting way too much to do, and you're focused on discipline and achieving all these goals, it can just be exhausting. It can run you down. It can have negative effects if you completely run your life like that. But people do, and it can be fantastic. I recently, well, it was about 4 years ago now, I quit smoking, and I've been 2 years, just over 2 years and 1 month now. I haven't drank alcohol. I used to drink far too regularly, should we say, and I've completely eradicated both of those from my life. So, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without discipline. That goes without saying. So if you're addicted to a substance of any kind, you will need a lot of discipline to continue staying clean, should we say. It shouldn't be looked at negatively. Discipline is a massive boost to get you where you want to go, and probably get there a lot quicker than you would do without discipline. That's a fact. Strengthening your discipline can be done by thinking back in time when you had a big win or you accomplished something great. You know, those feelings of dopamine and the endorphins. So to achieve discipline, strong discipline, it's basically taking that win from the future and bringing it into now. I don't know if that makes any sense, but so you're sacrificing pleasures of now, sacrificing the energy now for a win down the line.